Hi everyone and welcome. In today's session we're focusing on standing poses in our mobility practice. We're going to get started lying on our side. We're going to do some glute activation. So put one hand underneath your head. You want to bend your knees up so that your knees are in line with your hips and you're creating this 90-degree angle with your legs. Make sure that you slide your top hip down and away from your shoulder, and you want to lift from underneath your side waist and maintain that lift the entire way through we do our glutes. So from here, as you exhale, you're going to lift this top leg up and then lower it down. We're going for 15 here. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to keep this knee lifted. Thigh bone is parallel towards the ground. As you inhale, you're going to draw this leg forward, but only as far as you don't round through your lower back. And as you exhale, keeping that knee bent, you want to reach long out through your thigh bone, reach your knee away from you, press back through your hamstring as you draw the leg back, but only as far as you don't arch your lower back. I'm just going to repeat that again. Inhale as you sweep that leg forward, feel your sit bones spread wide, and then exhale. Press back, feel that opening up through the front of your hip engagement, through your hammies and through your glutes. Good. Sweep it forward, exhale as we take it back. We're going for 3 more here. Forward, and then stand it back. Thigh bone reaches away from you, out of that hip. Take it forward and then back. As you draw it back, curl your pubic bone towards your heart. And last one, forward, and then sweep that leg back. Good. From here, you're going to draw that leg back forward. Both knees stack. Draw your feet back. Feet, hips, shoulders, back of head in one line. Lift your feet up. We're going to move into clam. So as you exhale, roll this top knee open and then lower it down. Roll the thigh open. So feel as though you're wrapping your inner thigh up towards the ceiling here. You only want to open this top leg as high as you don't roll this top hip back. So you want to imagine there's a screw going down through that top hip to your bottom hip. Hips stay nice and quiet, and it's just the top of your thigh bone moving deep inside that hip socket. Shoulders stay nice and relaxed here. Let's go for 3 more. Open it up for 3, for 2, for 1. Keep this knee lifted. You're going to extend the top leg. Feet together and then lower your knees. Open that top knee, reach long, feet together and then lower. Good, 8 more. 8, 7. Keep your bottom foot hovering off the mat for 6, 5. Keep hugging in through your lower belly. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Knees down, let's flip over, take that to the other side. Standing up, hand underneath your head, bend your knees up, knees at 90-degree angle. Slide that top hip away from this shoulder, lift from underneath the side of your torso and away you go. Lifting that top leg up for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep this leg parallel towards the ground. Inhale, you're going to sweep it forward. Feel your sit bones broaden and spread apart. And as you exhale, reach that femur bone away from you, opening up through the front of your hip as you press back through your hamstring, activating through your glute. Inhale as you sweep that leg forward. Pelvis, hips stay nice and still. And then exhale as you take that leg back. Keep magnetizing pubic bone towards your heart. Leg sweeps forward. And then sweep it behind you, reaching that knee away from you. 3 more here. Take that leg forward and then sweep it back. For 2. And then last one. Slow the movement down, doesn't have to be quick here. Draw that knee back forward again. From here, draw your feet back, feet, hips, shoulders, back of head in line. Lift your feet off the mat. Keep this top hip sliding away from your shoulder as you open up through that top leg. Breathe out as you roll this thigh open. Let's go for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. From here, you're going to extend that top leg, feet together, and then lower your knees. So roll your top thigh open, reach long through your toes, feet together and then lower. Open that leg up and extend. Feet together and lower. Good, open and reach. Feet together, lower. 6 more, open and out. Keep your bottom foot hovering off the ground. 4, 3, maintain that lift from underneath the side of your torso. 2, and then last one. Good, from here, lower both feet, come down onto your back, a little bit of core to activate. Float both legs up to tabletop. You want to feel as though your lower back is long. Lowest rib stays connected into the mat. Same with your sacrum, so the flat part of your pelvis stays grounded. Spread your collarbones, drop your shoulders down, take an inhale. Scoop out through your lower belly. As you exhale, you're going to arc one leg down. And then inhale, lift that leg back up. Exhale, arc the other leg down. So you're keeping your legs at a 90-degree angle again, and you're just moving the top of the thigh bone inside the hip socket. As you lower the leg, you only want to take that leg as far down as your abs don't pop up and your lower back doesn't arch. So torso stays nice and still here. As you breathe out, lower that leg, feel as though you're wrapping sides of your waist, lower abs in towards middle of your torso. Shouldn't be any tension through your neck and shoulders. Let's go for one more either side. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, leg lowers away from you. Breath in, take it back up. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Gently roll from side to side, Apanasana. It's massaging, releasing through your lower back. And then grab hold behind the back of your thighs. Rock and roll along the length of your spine. You're going to come up, cross your ankles, roll forward over your shins. Make your way onto hands and knees. We'll just take a couple of rounds of our cat-cows here. So as you inhale, belly softens down towards the mat. Feel your inner thigh bones spiral back. As you then stretch the top of your sternum forward in your cow shape. And as you breathe out, press firmly through your palms, round between your two shoulder blades. Gaze back, between your two thighs. And again, inhale. Shoulders draw down and away from your ears. Shoulder blades slide down your back. And as you exhale, round in here. Hug front body to back body. As you firmly press down through your palms, drop crown of your head towards the earth. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, and as you breathe out, make your way back into your first downward facing dog. Once you arrive in your down dog, you can just play and explore here. So whether that's bending one knee and releasing the other, pedaling out through your legs. You're going to make sure that your feet are at least hip width distance apart. Press down through your index finger mound and the base of your thumb so that inner seam or the inner part of your palm is firmly grounding into your mat. Pressure through your fingertips. You want to lift up and out of your wrist joints here. And then just come to find stillness for a breath. Take an inhale. See if you can draw your weight back into your feet. Knees can be bent, heels lifted. Stay here as you breathe out, as you send your two sit bones towards the wall behind you. As you inhale, rise high into your toes, knees soften, look forward between your two thumbs. Slowly make your way up to the top of your mat. We're just going to pause here in a forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows, small bend to your knees, and you're just going to slowly sway your chest from side to side, maybe turning your head, maybe nodding your chin. And then just slowly releasing both hands down onto your mat. Micro bend to both knees, stepping your left foot back, come into your runner's lunge. We're just going to pause here, hands either side of your right foot. If you want to, you can grab hold of your blocks or whatever props you have at home to frame your front foot. Reach back through your left heel, feel the back of your left thigh bone. Press up towards the ceiling as you stretch long out through the top of your head. Take one more inhale, and as you breathe out, you're going to begin to straighten up through your right leg, coming into a wide pyramid. So you want to stay onto the ball of your left toes. And then inhale, just come back down into that low lunge. Exhale, straighten up through your right leg, right pyramid. One more like that. Inhale as you bend. And then exhale, take it back, right pyramid. So you press down through your right big toe, right inner heel. You then want to lift and firm the front of your right knee and wrap your right outer hip crease back. As you then draw your left frontal hip bone forward, so you're leveling off through your hips, through your pelvis here. And then can you see if you can open up through the front of your torso. So keep length through your front body. And gently tilting your chin towards your throat, and there's length through the back of your neck. Take one more inhale. Stay here as you breathe out. From here, you're going to press down through your palms. Pick your right foot up, step it back into your downward facing dog. From here in your down dog, as you inhale, you're going to roll forward into your high plank. Hug in through your lower belly. Take your big toes to touch at the back of your mat. From here, press down through your left palm, spin onto the knife edge of your left foot. Come into your side plank, Vashisthasana. Left shoulder stacks on top of left elbow, stacks on top of left wrist. You're going to squeeze your legs here, flex your feet back. If this is still a little too intense, you can lower that bottom knee towards the mat. From here, take another inhale. Stay as you breathe out. As you take the next breath in, you're going to sweep your right arm over your ear, reach long through your right fingertips, fan and open up through that right side body. Spin back around into your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to come down halfway, low plank chaturanga. Again, always options to lower your knees here. Baby cobra, if you feel ready for it, come into your upward facing dog, wrap your outer upper arm bones back. And then as you breathe out, nod your chin towards your chest, take your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pause for a round of breath. So fresh breath in, fill up all the way down to the bottom lobes of your lungs. And then exhale, empty all of your breath out. As you inhale, rise high into your toes, knees bend, look forward to the top of your mat, walk your feet up. From here, we're going to come into a halfway lift. Coming up either onto fingertips, or you can slide your hands up the front of your shins. And then exhale, fold forward. Both knees bend, release the weight of your head down, stepping your right foot back, come into your right lunge. Just pausing here for a couple of breaths. Again, options to grab hold of your blocks. And remember, there's 3 volumes to your block, if you do have one handy. As you charge back through your right heel, firm the front of your right quad, and you want to keep wrapping your left outer hip crease back as well. Left knee stacks on top of your left ankle. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly begin to straighten up through your left leg. And we're just going to pulse back and forward a couple of rounds. Inhale, rebend. And then exhale, straighten up through that left knee. Inhale again, rebend. And you're looking forward, exhale, straighten up through your left knee. Imprint your left big toe, left inner heel down into the mat. Lift your left kneecap. You're going to hook your left outer hip crease back as you roll right frontal hip bone forward, and see if you can find a little bit more length along the front of your spine here, or drawing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Just release the weight of your head down towards the tips of your toes. Take one more breath in. Stay here as you breathe out. From here, come up, halfway lift, press down through your palms, pick your left foot up, step it back into your downward facing dog. On your next inhalation, you're going to rise high onto your toes, ripple forward. So as you roll forward, see if you can press or reach each vertebra up towards the ceiling, and then head as the last thing to uncoil. Big toes touch at the back of your mat. Squeeze your inner heels together. Ground down through your right palm, spin onto the knife edge of your right foot. Come into side plank Vashisthasana. Right shoulder stacks on top of right wrist, on top of your right elbow. You're going to lift from underneath your right side body, and just be mindful here that that left hip isn't rolling back. So you want to feel as though you're drawing that right or bottom hip behind you. So both hips stay stacked. Take another inhale. Stay here, squeeze your inner thighs together as you breathe out. As you take your next breath in, sweep your left arm over your left ear, and see if you can fan and open up even a little bit more through that left side body. Roll back into your high plank. reach back through your heels. Inhale here, shoulder blades draw down away from your ears. Exhale, come down low plank, try to round your elbows, point back. Breath in, upward facing dog. Press down through your palms. Thigh bones off the mat, shoulders draw out of your ears, and as you breathe out, chin to chest. Downward facing dog. Breath in. And then a long exhale out here in your down dog. Inhale, come onto your toes, knees bend, gaze forward, slowly make your way up to the top of your mat. Inhale, we're going to come straight away, halfway lift, fingertips onto the earth, or maybe slide your hands up the front of your shins. Exhale as you fold forward. Both knees bend. You're going to step your left foot back, come into a low lunge, and then spin your left heel down here. On your next inhale, you're going to come up into extended side angle, modified. So you're going to rest your right forearm on top of your right thigh, left arm over your ear. And you want to make sure here that your right kneecap is pointing over your second toe. And you want to squeeze your right butt cheek and then scoop your right sit bone under and around. Look for even length through both sides of your torso. Press down firmly through your left pinky toe. And roll your sternum, the bone at the middle of your chest, towards the ceiling. Take another inhale. Stay here and breathe out. Lift up and out of your right shoulder. We're not collapsing here. On your next inhale, keep the lunge, reverse your warrior. Opening up through your right side body. Good. Take it back into your extended side angle again. And then on your next inhale, reverse your warrior. This time, if possible, you're going to take your right hand down onto the mat or onto your block inside your right foot. Keep wrapping right lung around to meet the left. So rolling your heart to face towards the sky. Lift your left hand up, left hand onto your hip. Reach your right fingertips forward, shift your weight into your right foot, coming up into our half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, floating your left foot off the mat. And you want to really stay flexed through your left foot. Keep pressing your left heel towards the wall behind you. You should be able to see your left toes in your peripheral vision. So feel as though you're lifting your left inner thigh up, but it shouldn't be higher than your foot. And then maybe you want to hover your right fingertips off the mat. Roll left hip to stack on top of right, maybe reaching left fingertips towards the ceiling. As you press back through your left heel, reach long out through the top of your head, take another inhale. As you exhale, keep your left leg lifted, lower your left fingertips, roll your left frontal hip bone forward, coming into a modified warrior three. Lift from your left inner thigh, and then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, standing splits. Hands onto the earth, blocks, or maybe you can go for a bind as you wrap your right forearm, hand behind the back of your right calf. Continue to engage through your core as you draw your forehead towards your right shin. Reach long through your left leg and left toes. Doesn't matter how high your left leg is, but you want that leg to be straight. Take one more breath in, exhale, lower left foot, step your feet out wide. We drop down into our Malasana squat. Palms together, press elbows into inner knees hug into elbows. Options to stay here, or options we're going to move into our crow pose. Hands onto the ground, lift your hips up, slide your feet in, wrap your elbows in here, and use your fingertips as your brakes. You're going to grip down through your finger pads, shift forward, either knees resting onto the outside of your triceps or up into your armpits. Take a deep breath in. And then from here, options, you can step back into your down dog, or you can float back. So come down a little bit lower if you're floating back, shoot your legs back, come into your low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you breathe out, nod your chin towards your chest, take it back, downward facing dog. Breath in here, stay as you empty out. Inhale, rise onto toes, knees bend, gaze forward. Step walk, or maybe you can float, top of your mat. Breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Both knees bend, release your right foot back, step it back, low lunge. Spin your right heel down onto the ground. Wrap your left sit bone underneath as you lift up into your extended side angle. Press firmly through your right toe. You're going to firm the front of your right quad, and then wrap your left thigh bone open. Lengthen your left side waist as much as your right side waist. and then turn your sternum towards the ceiling. Take an inhale here. Stay as you breathe out. Lift up and out of your left shoulder. Next breath in, keep the lunge, reverse your warrior. Come back, extended side angle. Left right arm reaches over right ear. Again, reverse your warrior. Keep reaching your left kneecap forward away from you as you reach. Left fingertips back this time. Left hand can come onto the mat or maybe onto your block, or you can keep it there resting on top of your left thigh. And from here you're going to reach your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Pop your right hand onto your waist. Look forward, sprinkle your left fingertips forward in front of you. Shift your weight into your left foot, half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Flex your right foot, right toes flex back. Fingertips, or left fingertips I should say, can stay onto the mat, onto your block, or maybe you can float them off. Maybe reaching right arm up towards the ceiling. From here, feels as though, again, you're scooping left sit bone under. As you roll your right hip to stack on top of left, so it's an open hip pose here. Keep hugging through your lower belly, and you're looking for this expansion and length through your body. So from your navel, everything radiates away and outwards. Take one more inhale as you exhale. Keep right leg lifted, right hand to the mat. Roll your right frontal hip bone down. Come into this modified warrior 3. Lift from your right inner thigh, and as you breathe out, standing splits. Energize long through your right leg, reaching right toes towards the sky. Folding in here. Options, hands on blocks, ground, or you can take the half bind here. But really stay active through that lifted leg, through your right leg. Shoulders stay relaxed. Show me any tension through your neck and through your shoulders. Take one more inhale. And as you breathe out, you're going to lower your right leg, come back into your squat, toes out, heels in, Malasana. Round 2. Elbows press into inner knees press into your elbows. Options to stay here. Your squat, this may be enough for you, or you're going to come with me. We're going to take our crow pose, Bakasana. Again, round 2. Come up high onto your toes. Elbows wrap in. So elbows, wrists in one line. Options to clamp your knees on the outside of your triceps, or you take your knees all the way up into your armpits. We're going to begin by shifting forward, round through upper back. Look forward, maybe you just hover one foot off, maybe hover both. Keep lifting heels in towards your butt. Gather your pelvic floor. Maybe you want to step back into your down dog, or you can shoot back, low plank. And move through your vinyasa. Gaze forward in your back bend. Breathe out. Take it back, or all me back, downward facing dog. On your next breath in, you're going to reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee, roll your right hip open, your scorpion pose. You lift from underneath your left armpit and knit your lower ribs in here, so we're not in too much of a back bend or extension. Come onto the ball of your left toes, look forward, right knee behind the right wrist. So you sit up for a pigeon pose. And pop your blocks underneath your right upper thigh, maybe a cushion. Just make sure that this left hip bone is rolling forward and you're stacked right on top of that left kneecap before making your way down. Just looking for that release through your right glutes. See if you can slow down the pace of your breath. I'm going to take one more inhale. Slowly breathe out. As you breathe in here, slowly lift your body up, roll over onto your right hip. You're going to sweep your left leg around as we set up for a seated twist. Options to keep your right leg bent, or you can extend it forward if you find that provides a little bit more access to the pose. Left hand behind your lower back on fingertips. Wrap your right forearm around the front of your left shin. As you breathe in, feel this lift up and out of your lumbar spine. And with both sit bones firmly grounded into the earth, you're going to rotate around towards the left. Keep hugging your left inner thigh towards your body. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Take one more breath in. Can you grow a little bit taller? Exhale, rotate. Deepen your twist. Slowly unravel from your twist and lean forward. Hands in front of you. You're going to step back into your down dog, or whatever's easiest to get back into your down dog. As you inhale, reaching left leg towards the ceiling, bend your left knee, roll your left hip open, scorpion pose. Lifting from underneath your right shoulder, and then gently knit in your lower ribs. Come onto the ball of your right toes, look forward, drag your left knee behind the back of your left wrist. Standing up here, just make sure that as you check behind you, that right leg is right behind your left hip socket. Flexing left toes back, and slowly ease your way into the shape as we release our glutes onto the other side. And just checking back into your breath, noticing where you're at, noticing the pace of your breath. You're able to slow it down a little bit more. As you give yourself permission just to soften and surrender here in your pigeon. As you take your next inhale, slowly make your way back up, roll over onto your left hip. You're going to circle your right leg around, setting up for our seated twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Options to keep your left knee bent, or you can extend it in front of you, both sit bones pressing down. Of course, you can always sit on your block or your cushion here. Right fingertips behind you, wrap your left forearm around the front of your right shin. As you breathe in, grow tall, and then exhale, revolve in your twist. Again, every inhale is this sense of elongating through your spine. And as you breathe out, on that gentle rotation, that wrapping, that rinsing through your midsection. Slowly unravel from your twist, extending both legs forward, sitting up for Paschimottanasana. Double-legged forward fold. Again, options to sit on a block here. Legs nice and long. You want to feel as though you're sitting right on top of your sit bones. Breathe in. Your 10 fingertips reach skywards as you exhale, folding yourself in two. And you can rest your hands onto your calves, your ankles, or your feet. But you do want to feel as though you're stretching your spine long, forward and away from your hips rather than rounding like so. Feel your shoulder blades gently slide down the back wall of your rib cage. Keep the back of your neck long. Take one more deep breath in. Slowly empty every last drop of breath out. As you inhale, slowly make your way up. Sit. Then come down to lie onto your back. Finishing, closing our practice with our Shavasana. Ankles fall out, palms face up. Just allow yourself to take up space here on your mat. So you can rest here comfortably for another few minutes. Thank you for joining me, yogis. Namaste.